Greetings and salutations. This is again Sene. I forgot to record. Well, I stayed up all night, night before last. But I did read the book of Ruth. Very interesting book. Check out how her and Naomi plotted to end up eventually them both being blessed. But in a nice, what females, I want y'all to check this one out. She ain't do nothing. She ain't take off her clothes. She did something extraordinary. Ruth did. How she ended up with Boaz and how she ended up marrying him or him marrying her. It's an amazing story. I'm telling you. Read it. 4 chapters. You probably have maybe, and I'm just guessing, 70 to 100 verses, maybe, in that whole book. But what I really did want to talk to you all about is voting, midterm voting. I'm looking across the world, well, the United States, and also the world. Quick history lesson. You know how Republicans say, we are the party of Lincoln. Well, let's backtrack. History shows, it is written, first of all, Abraham Lincoln was a radical Republican. He was a radical Republican, which is different from your normal Republican. They did not like black people having freedom. Republicans now, I take that back. They really, it was the Democrats really that did not like black folks at all. Democrats, believe it or not, did not want black folks to have their freedom back in the day. So you had this group of Republicans, not all, but this elite group they call radical Republicans. Abraham Lincoln was a part of the radical Republicans that he signed the Emancipation Proclamation, 1863. It was made law in 1865. 1867, 2 years later, some slaves didn't even know that they were free down south. That's where we get that Juneteenth. Okay, now, I'm going into political science, man. I'm trying to tell y'all to vote because the founding fathers of America, they were running from Britain, from the Brits, and you know, so they left, and the Puritans and all this, they discovered America Vespucci. That's where America gets its name. Thank you, Coach Carey. May you rest in peace. Another thing Coach Carey taught me, who was the first man to die in the American Revolution? Well, I'll tell you who. Crispus Attucks. He was a black man. Do you not know, black folk, that black people have fought in every war America has had? Please break. Second, well, going back to my first thought, we need to vote. We really definitely need to vote. City council, government, president, midterm elections, because you know why? Republicans said, okay, they pretty smart, those little bastards. They pretty smart. They said, well, we know most of Americans not gonna vote during the midterm elections, so we're gonna go ahead on and turn these blue states into red states. Democrats are blue, Republicans are red for its color. So we're gonna turn these blue states into red states. Well, we didn't get out and vote. So now you have Republicans taking away, first of all, social programs. Well, you say, well, Obama, he just being a little punk about it. He took away Pell Grants. Well, it was just only for summer school anyways. I'm sorry. I did want to go to summer school myself. But that's fine. I'm cool with that. If America is broke, then let us all help out. Let us all help out. Okay, now that was one thing. And the second thing, the third thing, going back into our history. Do y'all not know African Americans, Caucasian Americans, black, white, green, yellow, whatever, Americans, that Frederick Douglass, y'all know him, y'all heard about him, we hear about him, we've been hearing about him, man, ever since he died, I guess. But they teach on Frederick Douglass. I remember, my mom remembers, and her mom probably remembers, and so on and so on. But they teaching the same thing in school, like public schools, right? All right, now, bam. Now you get to the point, I'm in college, and I learned this right here about Frederick Douglass and America. White people pushed him up so tough. They lifted him up, and he was the face of black America, and black folks trusted him, and he can do no wrong. And then they got the Freedmen's Bureau Bank. They got a bank where free black folk can put in their little scrappings, little scrape, whatever they got from, whatever they had. Some slave masters gave them a little money and then told them, we can't hold you. And then sharecropping. Did y'all know it was a white lady? I can't remember her name, but she was rich, and she had a little money, and she said she's gonna keep her slaves if they wanted to, but she's gonna pay them a little bit of nothing. So all that little money that they had, they put into banks. The Freedmen's Bureau Bank, where the bank flopped. And Frederick Douglass wasn't in control. Why would you have a Negro in control of other Negroes' money? He just might do the right thing. He just might do the right thing. Black folk might just. Did y'all know we used to have a Black Wall Street? Crazy. So anyways, when the Freedmen's Bureau Bank fell and flopped, all black folks blamed Frederick Douglass because that's all that they could see. That's all they could see. Now, I fast forward to 2008. We have a black president. Oh, wow. Well, woohoo, woohoo. Everybody's excited. And nobody voted in the midterm, though. And even though our president just happened to be a black man, but he said, go out and vote. Go out and vote. Help me out. Because these Republicans going to come on through, y'all. I'm telling y'all. So now, Republicans taking away federal funded programs, social programs like food stamps, like education, like if your children go to a public school, beware. They just may or may not get funding for free lunch. Real stupid stuff, but we sat back, we all on Facebook, YouTube, and man, and everybody, we gotta go to the poetry spot. But my whole thing is, what's the use of this if a man or if a guy or whoever it was, he's a young man though, I don't remember his name, if he could type on Facebook, let's protest in Egypt, just one guy. Let's meet in Tahrir Square and just protest what he's doing. Our leader is doing. And then what? Almost 2 weeks later, no outside intervention now. You had 1 million folks out there protesting. Oh, it's so beautiful. No, and check goes all the way back. Man, it's so beautiful. Made me want to cry. Goes all the way back to Martin Luther King and all these intellectuals. It's cool to be smart, man. It's so sexy to be smart. It's so sexy. I don't know why people don't really champion education. I didn't know how important education was. I was too busy talking and trying to, fit in and not being myself, and saying, because people, when they not themselves, they tend to just follow the crowd. Well, now I'm a grown ass woman. I think for myself. I don't need nobody to think for me. I'm telling y'all, think for yourselves, but please Don't worry about the party. Look at the individual. How I could vote for Obama because I wasn't going to vote for him at all. Actually, I just had to watch him. I had to watch him. I really honestly had to watch him. Watch his character. That's what you look for. You watch their character. Not what they say. Watch their character. You don't think Michelle sitting back there chilling out? No, baby. No, Barack. Hold up. You think she ain't whispering in his hearing? Oh, please. She is. Hillary Clinton. All of them. I mean, it doesn't matter because ultimately our president makes the final decision. But it's good to have a smart wife. It's good to be around smart people to make an intelligent choice in decision. That's why I voted for him. Y'all probably saying, how did we get on Barack? I don't know. Me personally, I don't know. Maybe if y'all rewind and then, y'all can get back to what I was really saying. It all ties in together. Education, Frederick Douglass, the Freedmen Bureau, Republicans, radical Republicans, and the Democrats, and FDR, what else? Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, Hillary Clinton, former President Bill Clinton. We have all these things, and then we talking about voting in midterm. Republican Party, I really feel like it's very selfish. Very, very selfish. I will never, ever, as long as I have breath in my body, I will never become a Republican. Sorry, I care too much for people to become a Republican. And Republicans, y'all too selfish. Y'all don't care about nothing. Nothing or nobody. So, that's my take. And then, the Tea Partiers, it's so excited. It's so excited because now it's about to be an implosion. Yeah, that's why I'm going to political science, because smart people are sexy, and just knowledge. Knowledge is so sexy. I don't know. Knowledge is so sexy. And I'm going to leave y'all with that. Vote, vote, vote. In midterm, presidential, local elections, all of that, because it starts with your three parties. The way they got it set up. You have your judiciary, that's the Supreme Court, legislative, that's the House of Representatives and the Senate, and then you have your executive branch, the president. One, either or cannot fall without the other, because even if the whole even if the legislative and judiciary branches of the government is all Republican, you still have a Democratic president that will veto every damn thing that comes out of the House. Plus, you're not going to just have all Republicans. You're going to have Democrats fighting. You're going to have Democrats stalling bills. But anyways, I'm getting too far into it, man. But please, I'll see y'all. Hopefully, y'all call into Tongue Food Talk Radio. It comes on air. I'm going to be flashing the number. Flashing the number through, and that's Tongue Food Talk Radio. That's at 10 p.m. on Saturday, the 26th. The 27th will be our 2nd year anniversary. Danielle Difford Bing Woods Poindexter and I, Sene Poindexter, will be our 2nd anniversary, and I plan to take us to the place where we made it official 2 years ago. So that's early that morning, but later on that night, Word Splurge, 7:30, doors open, and it's not your typical open mic. I'm telling y'all, it's not your typical open mic. I promise you.